Hi guys, welcome to week 2 of our training course for the Rising Stars within Team Emerald. To say that I'm excited about the level of activity so far within this group is an understatement. I'm so proud to be a part of it and to see each of you grow within your business. I was part of this course previously exactly where you're sitting at the moment, and I can say that this course brought in some huge hits within our greater team. And I have told my team members that it's an honour to be part of this training group. So grab it and run. It's so valuable. Some of those stars within that group have gone on to make director, build huge teams, and just so proud of them all. So really do take this course and basically do what you can with it. Use every moment. It's really, really valuable. So you all see me flicking my eyes up and down. I've got notes here. I'm rather nervous about talking to actual people rather than just the World Wide Web. So please bear with me. Now this week we are reading chapter 3 of Sarah Robbins' book, Rocking Your Network Marketing Business. And when I reread this chapter last week, a few more things stood out for me than the first time. So there's definitely a book that you're going to want to reread later on down the track. So let me start by pointing out a few things that stood out for me, and we'll take it from there. So the book mentions that you need to play the part. You don't need to have a big team to act like a big team. Team meetings, brainstorming sessions can be done one-on-one. You are the CEO of your business. This could be a coffee date. It can be a Skype chat, which I still do with other outside members, team members within Team Emerald, but aren't within my own direct team. And it really helps and gets you pumped and gets you going, especially if you've got certain questions that you want to sort of relay and you want sometimes asking a question to someone's face, whether it be on Skype or in a coffee date in a cafeteria or something like that, can have a bit more of an impact than just reading words on a screen. You can get the emotions and that sort of thing. It really is helpful. So now I'm going to stumble. You don't need to have a team of 10 to treat your team of 1 like that, is what I'm trying to say. It is really important that you start off how you like to carry on, basically. Last week's homework has actually provided me with team training to do within my team this week. So use the information from this course to get your team members in the business and their businesses growing, because in turn, you helping them build their business is going to help you build yours. So remember, because if you treat your business like it is a business, it will pay like a business. If you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay like a hobby. So I had a few months last year where I had to treat my business like a hobby. Well, I wasn't able to commit myself fully to it, and I can see that in my figures and in my team and in my numbers and that sort of thing. So it really that statement really does make sense. So how do we do that? Well, for one, you can create daily tasks so that you're open for business every single day without having to think. A mini to-do list that you repeat often for consistency. So that might be that you post your 15 buy, sell, swap groups, whether it be 20 or whatever it is. It might be that every single morning you check your workstation to see if there are any updates, to notify any customers of anything that's on back order for them. And it's those little things that you do every single morning to get yourself going, or whenever you allow the time. I encourage you right now to write a little list of things that you want to do each and every single day to eliminate the requirement for thinking. For example, I know that the best time for me was in the mornings. I'll talk about that soon. And so every single morning when I sat down to eat my breakfast, I would post my buy, sell, swap group pages, because I didn't have to think about it. I'd find the ad that I wanted to use, I'd find the pictures, and then as I'm eating, I can go through and copy and paste and insert the pictures, and that was one of the mini tasks that I did every single day. You need to allow a minimum of 10 to 15 hours per week to work on your business if you want it to grow. I know that when I asked Scott about power hours, he mentioned last year that he takes about 3 power hours to get to where he wants to be. Everyone has different lifestyles to work around, but we need to make it work. We need to make it work however it's going to be best for us. You can work your business part-time, but not sometime. And that's a really important point from the book. Work out when works for you and put it down in your diary. Schedule in that time. I know for me, as I said, I have more energy in the mornings rather than late afternoons. So anything I need to get done gets done first. Be time-wise. In the book, it says we so often play the blame game, sharing all the reasons why we weren't successful. Network marketing professionals take accountability for their actions, daily activities, and their own results. So without knowing when you can work, how are you going to know when you can get things done? It always becomes later. I've been known to do that. Yeah, I'll send that catalogue later. Yeah, I'll make the samples to go in that catalogue later. Well, if I didn't actually just stop and do it, or make time to do it, or say this is going to be done on this day, or that sort of thing, it wouldn't get done. The other thing you need to be aware of, are you working on your business or are you working in your business? And that basically means paperwork versus money-making activities. Think of the money-making, generating activities and ensure you schedule those in too. Because it's very easy to do the things that take up a lot of time but won't get you anywhere right now. Mary Christensen says that you can't make money and excuses at the same time, which brings me to my next point. We need to learn to say no. I don't know about you, but there are some days when I go to do something for someone else and I think, why did I say yes? If we put down in our diaries that Monday to Friday we are working our business for the 2 hours every single morning, that helps us justify the no's when someone asks us to do something for them. I'm sorry, no, I can't help you this morning. I have work that needs to be completed. Make yourself a priority. Your business, if you don't work your business, no one else is going to. If you're serious about your business, it says in the book, you will have to make some short-term exchanges to produce the long-term financial freedoms and rewards that come with your business. Now, this might mean that you don't get to go to bed earlier, that as early as planned, because you haven't completed your daily tasks. It might mean that you have to get up that bit earlier. It might mean that you have to make sacrifices of sitting out in the sun and drinking a cocktail when you need to be sitting on your computer. Take your computer outside. Find a way of working around it, but make sure that it gets done. Now, there's one really big point in the book that stood out to me. The statement is, she coaches her team not to measure lags measures, e.g. I want 2 new consultants by the end of the month, but to measure your lead measures instead, what you can control, your daily activity. Kerry counsels her group to set up daily activity goals as how many calls can you make a day, how many presentations and how many sample packs will you share. Track this. It's even okay to track your no's. Then you will start to measure the activity it took to meet your target goals, titles, etc. Now, I break this down as the goal being that you want 2 new consults per month. That's your goal. You can do this by generating leads. There are many ways to generate leads. One, for example, is posting on the buy, swap, sell pages. And this is a task that's going to help you generate the leads, which in turn will help you gain 2 new consultants. You can measure your progress by completing the daily tasks and feel proud of what you've accomplished, not what others can do for you. You take ownership of your actions. You are accountable for your success. Now, basically, so you might have the goal of 2 new consultants, okay, and that's really great, but you can't control who says yes, who says no. What you can control is how many people you reach out to, how many people you talk to. So whether your goal be that you post in the 15 groups, or whether your goal be that you talk to 5 people and get your information pack into 5 hands, that is something that you can measure, because it's something that you can control. If you don't get to those 5 people, you can go and post in more groups until you get there. Or if you only post in your 5 groups, you can post in more groups to get to if your goal is the 15 groups. That sounds really messy. I'm really, really sorry. But find the tasks that you can be accountable for, that you can measure, that doesn't rely on anybody else. Because by measuring what you are accountable for, by measuring the things that you have control over, you're more likely to have a more positive spin on everything. Hopefully that makes sense. So nervous. Once you've broken your goal down into actions or tasks, make sure that your thoughts align with those actions. Another point that she points out in the book. A brief example of this is if you're looking to increase party bookings. Okay, because I know, we all love parties. Make sure that when you post on your buy, sell, swap groups, that all your ads aren't related to only recruiting. Remember, it's a different market. You need to make sure that they talk mainly about the benefits of hosting. Also make sure the groups are local. You don't want to travel to Western Australia if you're over in Queensland to do a party. or have a disappointed person at the other end because you cannot do a party for them because they're too far away. And target the host that you'd like for your parties. Make your ad reflect what you're looking for. One part that you should reread in this chapter right now, okay, once you finish reading it, I want you to go back and reread this bit, is the part about the starving baker. I'll put an image on the team page where you can put your aha moments from this this paragraph, and let's be Care Bears and share some information about what we sort of felt about this, because I think it was really important. It really stands out, and it's something that's going to help make your business grow. So now for the homework for this week. Now this can be a little bit daunting, but we're here to help. I'm going to put a whole heap of examples and bits and pieces on the page. I've got them all ready to go. So the first one is make a join leaflet and share. Vistaprint has been the go-to tool for these who are attempting this for the first time. It's got a great editing editing part in there. Once you've created it though, please make sure that you save a copy. Okay, a few have learned the lesson the hard way, and if you can't afford to print them professionally to begin with, print your own copies at home. But I really recommend getting them printed. Now, let me just move over here for a minute because I'll show you mine. It took me 3 months to get mine printed. I couldn't afford it to begin with. Once I've got them, they go out in every order. So this is my one here. All right, and it's basically a rundown of my my email information pack, but in the gist. So I'll pop that up as well, along with some examples that we've got from other training sessions. The other one, the next homework you need to do is grabbing your Scentsy notebook, one that you've already purchased, or if you haven't purchased it, please go out and grab one as soon as possible, and write your list of 100, and then segment them into people that will host, join, or buy. Perhaps they'll land up on all three. Maybe you need a column of them with different tick boxes on how you've approached them. So I want you to post a picture of your list and start contacting 5 for these people per day to make an offer of sales deals, ask to join, and remember, if they say no, ask them if they know somebody else that might be interested in the freebies or whatever else you're offering them. And then take and make the time to make 35 contacts or leads this week and add them to that notebook. It's really important that you use this notebook to your best advantage. Once you've started using it, that's all you're going to do. My notebook goes everywhere with me. It's got all the names in it. And I'm making my way down the list through again. So grab the notebook, do the homework, share it on the page. As I say, I'm really proud of where everybody's come from, what everyone's doing, the amount of sharing that's happening. Well done. Makes me proud to be part of this group. So live it up, make the most of it, and good luck.